Hello and welcome to my alternative channel, Anti-War. This is the Anti-War channel, and we have a mix-up, and the mix-up is Nikolai. This is the green label, Nikolai Premium Vodka with Premium Liqueur. Okay, Premium Vodka with Premium Liqueur. Green label. Nikolai was introduced in, and it's going to go up and get mixed up with Frostie root beer. Pure sugar root beer, no corn syrup. Since 1939. Introduced in 1939. Okay. It's produced in Detroit, Michigan by a company called Town Club Beverage Corporation. Town Club Beverage Corporation, TOWNE, Detroit, Michigan. Made in Michigan, product of Michigan. For Excel Bottling Company of Illinois. All right, so like I said, Nikolai will pour a little bit of this vodka with premium liqueur. $8.99 for this bottle. True story, $8.99. Big, huge bottle like this. Okay, a Total Wine and more. So it's clear like vodka is, you know. What is the premium liqueur? This I do not know. Okay, we'll pour it. We'll start the mix up. Not a great value. It's 11.2 ounces, that bottle, 11.2. If you find cans, they're probably 12 ounces or 16. Smells like root beer, natural and artificial flavoring. Taste. So, Nikolai, introduced in 1941 by a company called Joseph Seagram's Distilling. And they sold the Nikolai vodka line to Sazerac, the Sazerac company, in 1989, along with a bunch of other stuff. Crown Rust vodka was another of the old Seagram's brands that they sold. Nikolai used to be pretty prominent. They had magazine advertisements for it, stuff like that, and people knew about it. Now they claim, it's so great and all of that. I'm not too sure about all that. The Sazerac company doesn't do anything to promote it. They might do point of sale, like in-store promotions, whatever. This green label is very common in the New Orleans area. Have not seen it in my local town. I like the way I said that, as opposed to my out-of-town town. But, I haven't seen it in my town, but if I go to Jefferson Parish or Orleans Parish, yes, everybody's got Nikolai. Not all as cheap as $8.99 now. We're not going to go that far, but they've got it. And that was the cheapest one I found. The McCormick was $10.99. And there was another one that was like, whatever. Now, it's like a little waxy taste at the bottom. Probably come from the premium vodka with premium liqueur. What is the premium liqueur they're using? I don't know. They don't say. It just says, we love to hear from our customers, and they get the phone number and Sazerac.com. But it's not listed on their website. This is the green label. There's the standard one is the black label. That's the standard pure vodka, 80 proof. Also, if you see a red label, which you might see, is the Nikolai 100 proof vodka, 100 proof, 50% alcohol. That's the strong one, pure vodka. And then there's a yellow label, which is like Nikolai lemon vodka, lemon with lemon flavoring added. Then there's one with like a yellowish orange label, pineapple, red berry, and it goes on and on. So we cannot say that Sazerac changed anything when they bought it, because Seagram's may have been doing flavored Nikolai all along too. You see, I don't know how long company's been selling flavored packaged vodkas. The root beer is good. It's a lot better than the high fructose corn syrup root beers like A&W, Mug, Barks. Those things, man, they are just, to me, nasty with that high fructose corn syrup. I don't think it's bad for you to consume it. I mean, it is if you drink a lot of these things. These are, whether it's sugar or not, it's not good. But I mean, once a week for me, I'm pretty sure it's all right. But I'm not saying it's bad to consume, but it's nasty to drink. But with the pure sugar, it reminds me of like when I was a child. Like I used to love soft drinks, and then I remember in the mid '80s, I was like starting to say, like, what's wrong with this stuff, And then I didn't know what the deal was, but I just remember I didn't like them, and I think I was when they switched over to high fructose corn syrup. But I did go to a local store out around here somewhere. I can't remember, Metairie or whatever, and they had a whole shelf of Mexican Dr. Pepper, Mexican Coca-Cola, Mexican Sprite. It's a Encho in Mexico, all with sugar, right? Then they had all these other brands of soft drinks I never heard of, but they were all pure sugar. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy all these eventually. I'm not in a rush. I can go through the whole Frostie line before I need to go check those out. So I can get the Pepsi made with pure sugar. Thurns has Pepsi with real sugar, but I have to buy a 12-pack. I don't really want to do that. That would be not good. The Frosties come in 4-packs, so I can get 4-packs. That's a lot better. So I'm going back to Cash Saver this week. One day this week. It's no rush. And I'm going to go to Cash Saver and see what they have. I know there's like, they have Frosty Cola, just like regular cola. That might be cool to try. They've got Frosty like lemon lime. It's like their Mountain Dew version. Sprite version, you know what I'm saying, 7-Up thing. I think there's a Frosty ginger ale, what they call it, cream ale. What they call those things? Cream soda. Yeah, cream soda. There's a diet one, but I ain't buying that. Okay, but they must have been like 6 or 8 different varieties, if I'm remembering. I wasn't sitting there examining it. But I grabbed that root beer first. Now you see Frost Top root beer, which they sell that stuff like crazy around here. Frost Top root beer, and the black cherry, and the Frost Top orange drink, and the Frost Top dyed root beer. Nasty. Frost Top cream soda, and so on and so forth. That's made with high fructose corn syrup, so I ain't touching it. I'm not touching any of that stuff. All the brands that they got over there, I'm not buying those. Fago and all of that. Fago's from Detroit. Big Shot is from Harahan, Louisiana, but I think it's only the office is there. I think it's made in Detroit by the same people that make Fago, Big Shot. But this is all high fructose corn syrup. I'm not buying any of that stuff. But I'm going to try to go through the Frosty and do the mix up with Nikolai, and then maybe bring in some of the inexpensive American and Canadian blended whiskeys. Yeah. Now, Walmart has Caliber Pure Vodka, which is like $9.99 for the handle. $1 more. Same people that make it. Sazerac in Kentucky makes it at Buffalo Trace. Everything that comes from Buffalo Trace is not Eagle Rare and high hat, high quality stuff. They got some low bottom shelf stuff. I'm not saying this is bad quality though. Tastes fine, but what does vodka taste like? So but yeah, so it's going to take to the end of the year probably to go through the other Frosty brands. And like I say, no rush. And I might bring in well, I'll probably never do it again. And once I'm finished with Nikolai, I'll probably be finished with Mix Up. I was thinking I could bring in the Caliber stuff, but they don't make little minis of Caliber. And I would like to try. I mean, I would like to try like their pineapple flavor vodka, that lemon flavor vodka. They call it citrus vodka, yeah. But I'm not investing in a handle or even a 750 milliliter. No thanks. They sell a lot of it at Walmart, though. I mean, it's always selling. You can tell it's selling because the shelf can be half empty. It'll get restocked and be full, and then it'll be half empty again. And then Albertsons carries a brand from Sazerac too. Same thing, Buffalo Trace, called Vitali. 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 Same old thing. I'm not saying it's the same product in a different bottle, but I wouldn't be shocked. But it's they got the 80 proof and the 100 proof and the flavors. I say, oh well. I'm gonna let everybody else enjoy all that vodka. I've been dabbling around with the bourbons. I bought some really low grade bourbons. 10 high. My friend David was showing me the bottle yesterday. Look, he said it's almost gone. I said, gone? He said, yeah, that 10 high is pretty good. That 10 high is pretty good. Now, he got the 10 high with natural flavors. I gave him some of mine. I let him try the 10 high blended bourbon, the one they used to make. I don't think they make it anymore. It wasn't with natural flavors. The one they have now is called 10 high bourbon with natural flavors, which I believe is vanilla. Can't prove it. There's one bottle left at Mathern's 10 high blended bourbon with the the older recipe. He might want to buy that. But you go to his house, he does not, definitely not need any more beer or liquor or wine, because he doesn't drink the wine he's got. I'm trying to figure out why he's got wine. He said, it gives me a headache. I said, well, why do you have it? I know some women like wine, so maybe if some women come visit. Yeah, but you don't want to get somebody wine that's from 10 years ago that's probably so stale and old and bad. That stuff does not really hold up. Hector Lopez says, I just saw your Stack review, Stack Smooth Lager. Do you know if they make Stack 12%? They're not showing that on their website. They only show the 9.9. Now, when I bought it in 2009, it was 10%, 10. But for whatever reason, they dropped it to 9.9, which is only a 0.1% lower. And it's been like that since. Could have been something like some state. It's probably some state they wanted to sell it in that was like, oh no, we can't go above 10. And they were like, okay, well, they just dropped it to 9.9 across the board. So it tasted pretty good, though. I mean, I would never drink it on a regular basis by any stretch of the imagination. It's way too strong. It's too chewy. It's too syrupy and so forth. But it's not bad. I had to give it a B+. It was very good. Now, when I drank it 10 years ago, 14 years ago, when I drank it 14 years ago, it was so terrible. I finished it, but it was a nightmare, and I threw the can out because I couldn't bear to look at it. I didn't save these cans. I should have brought the cans back, but I was like, nah. The can was kind of dented up anyway, but I'll probably find it in Texas one day or something like that. But it's no emergency, believe me. No, I don't. I'm not in any great. I have no great desire or need to get stack. But to tell you the truth, it was actually a lot better than I had expected. It really was. The positives far outweighed the negatives. Now, did I need to drink a 24-ounce can of that 9.9? No. I was a little, kind of out of it. But I mean, after all, I was so tired from the night of traveling from Louisiana to Alaska, barely getting any sleep. And then I'm walking around the town all day. And, but then it got kind of warm. You could see in the video, it was kind of sunny. So I took the jacket off and I was sitting out there. It felt nice. And I figured I would do the video. And I was pretty tired though, but I could handle it, and then the next day I did, well, Sunday, I did two videos, one in the morning and one in the evening after church. Then, I did a video, it was like 3 in the morning, but it didn't matter because it was daylight. It's 3 in the morning, it's daylight outside. And then I did on Monday before I left. I was there all Monday. I didn't leave till Tuesday. So Monday I did a fourth review. Yeah, they'll be posted. I seen it next to Juice and Stack together, but it was pulled from Neighborhood before I was drinking. Well, if you weren't 21, you shouldn't have been drinking. Yeah, this was pretty good. But Juice, I'll give this an A. An A. And the Nikolai is at least a B. It tastes good. So, the minimal taste it does have some kind of indescribable flavor and under flavor. The main flavor is a non flavor. It's not bad though. I can see why people buy this stuff. Did not buy any liquor when I was in Alaska. Did not buy any wine. But you'll see the videos came out nice. I thought they weren't perfect, but it was a fun trip. Never been to Alaska, probably never go back. But now I got one state left. Been to 49. All right, so thank you. I got my Major League Baseball goal accomplished. Went to a game at least one game. It's actually been many, more than one. But one game at every Major League Baseball park. So I did that. And then I said, well, I'm going to every state. Did you get Cisco? I remember in my neighborhood, homeless people in my area drinking it before. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've seen Cisco in Louisiana. Some stores, not too many. But I never bought it, no. I didn't think the price was that good. I want to tell you the truth. I was like, I ain't buying that. But I could have, and maybe I will one day. Probably won't, but I might. All right. Anyway, all right, y'all take care, and see you around. Thanks for watching.